Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Demo, and welcome to HITBOX, the podcast that we had to do for a second time over because it was that good.
Yeah.
With me today is my co-host, Grumbleforce, and we are here to talk about gaming news that we recorded last week and things broke, so now we got to do it again this week, so it might be out of date.
So what you're saying is we have to do a podcast about outdated information.
One outdated by 1 week, yes.
In the tech world, that's like 2 years outdated.
I know. But next week will be on point. Next week we'll have it, and it'll all be good. So anyway, thank you to First Angel Media for sponsoring this episode, and our owners at Brutal Business for letting us do this. And
this would be the point where I would show off the merch, but it's in the wash right now.
You wore it last week, now you can't wear it this week, so
You can just put a picture from the other video of me wearing it.
if I still have the footage, I'll put a picture from that. All right, so what's the first thing we got to talk about?
So the first thing we have to talk about is Doom. More specifically, Doom from 1993.
1993, the old school first ever Doom. And that is because
Doom is one of those iconic games that you can literally get it to run on anything. And people have taken that to heart. So they have made Doom work in Minecraft. They have also made it work on calculators. But recently, do you want to give this part of the information?
Some genius decided that he was going to run Doom on a 3 megabyte pregnancy test.
We could have found a joke to fit there.
Like a boss, like a complete Chad, this man got Doom running on a pregnancy test, and it is like, why? Just why?
Well, I also just thought of this. So the only way they can get it to run is if they make the geography white pixels. Now, I don't know about you, but white brings something else to mind when you're thinking of a pregnancy test.
Oh God. Oh no. Don't do this. Not today.
You're welcome.
Alright, so I got oh, that's just Cam, my bad. I got the Twitter account right here. Foon is who ended up doing it. And there is Doom right there running on the pregnancy test in all of its glory. And now he's gunning down zombies and everything of that such nature. So
now, I have a question though.
Huh.
Okay, so he has it running.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you control it?
He has a keyboard, and I guess he stuck a Wi-Fi adapter into the pregnancy test to get it to run.
That makes sense. I was like, wait a minute. There's no buttons on a pregnancy test. How do they do
one
that?
button. But yeah.
There's always that one button. It's liquid activated.
Yeah, so he did that, and you got a Wi-Fi thing running with the keyboard. Yeah, so that's fucking wild to me. I don't understand the genius of programming. And I mean, how big is Doom in a file size?
Let's see. How big was Doom 93? 2.39
megabytes. Yeah, megabytes.
Now, back in the day when this was released, that was a big file.
Yeah, that was.
Because a lot of the files were mostly kilobytes.
And they were on floppy disks.
Yes, and a floppy disk could only hold...
I'm looking up floppy
max
disk size
3
now.
megabytes?
The first 8-inch floppy disk had a storage capacity of 80 kilobytes. By 1986, IBM introduced the 3.5-inch floppy disk that could hold 1.44 megabytes.
So that means Doom had to be released on a 2-disc system.
2-disc floppy, probably.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
was Doom on floppy disks.
Wait, did they have optical discs back then?
By 1993? Probably. Maybe. I feel like they still had floppies, but damn, you could get a Doom floppy disk for like $80.
Okay, yeah, so the first optical disc was released back in 1958, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing, yeah, there's multiple of them. Doom 2 came on what it looks like to be 5 floppies Doom 2 was on. I'm assuming that was each episode of Doom, or at least, you know.
Episode? Do you mean like chapters?
No, Doom went by episodes.
Did it?
Yeah.
Huh. Never knew that.
Uh-huh. They would call it episode 1, episode 2, and whatnot. And they each had their own special names, like Thy Flesh Consumed and Enter Sin and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. They got this floppy disk worth of game on a pregnancy test.
And that is insane.
Yeah.
But you know what's even more insane?
What?
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
That is an insane business tactic right there.
I believe I actually have the first Super Mario All-Stars on a cartridge.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to dig it out, and I'm not doing that now, but I do have a copy of Super Mario All-Stars where it had Super Mario's, like, 1 and 2 remastered or something, and another one. I can't remember what all was on that cartridge. But yeah, Nintendo decided to re-release some games and make them the 3D games and call it Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And the catch is it's only on sale for 6 months, digitally and physically. So
now that's just insane.
Yeah, people have been saying since the 80s that that Nintendo has been creating shortages on purpose so people would go out and buy their games in fear that they wouldn't be able to get them at all. And this pretty much just proves that point, because I have no idea how the fuck you make physical or a shortage of digital copies. Physical, I can understand. A lot of people will buy them or whatever. But how do you make a shortage on something that you can make as many copies of because it's digital? It makes no sense.
So, anyone who is interested in getting this on when it's on sale, you can be expected to get 3 games off of it. All 3 are remastered. You can expect to get Super Mario 64, which is by far one of my favorite games. Never played Super Mario Sunshine, but you can expect to get that as well, remastered. And the last one is Super Mario Galaxy. Never played it either.
I played a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine. I played a decent bit of Super Mario 64, and I've never played Super Mario Galaxy. And on September 18th, which is 2 days from now, is when these will be out and you can get them. They will only be available for 6 months, and after that, who knows how you're going to be able to get these remastered games on the Switch, because they're going to strip them away from you, because Nintendo, they kind of suck like that. Great company, but they kind of suck sometimes.
Whoa, we can't talk about Nintendo like that.
Nintendo sucks sometimes.
They're listening.
Nobody's perfect.
They're coming.
Yeah, so you got your 3 remastered games, and the version of Super Mario 64 we will be getting is the updated version that they patched in Japan a year after the original game launched. And people were able to tell this by sitting there watching the trailer and hearing a change in dialogue. So the famous "So long, gay Bowser" line that was Mario saying, so it's supposed to be "so long, Bowser, so long, Bowser," but he completely butchered that line, and he says "so long, gay Bowser," and throws Bowser off the cliff. So long, gay Bowser. and that's been infamous for Mario calling Bowser gay for many years. In the patched version of the game, Mario says bye-bye and throws him. And in the trailer, people noticed for the remaster of 64 that he says bye-bye and while he throws Bowser, which means it's the patched version of the game, meaning a lot of speedrunners are going to be very mad at this re-release because a lot of their speedrun tactics are now going to be fixed upon launch. You got anything to say about that?
I didn't play very many Mario games, so not really. I don't. All I have to say is it's a brutal business tactic that they're doing.
Ah, I see what you did there.
I honestly didn't mean to do that. That was just lucky.
I'm sure you didn't.
All right. So, number 3. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
Hyrule Warriors. Oh yeah, that was a surprise announcement because next year marks Zelda's 35th anniversary. So out of nowhere, and it's coming out this year apparently, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity has been announced. So that's if you ever played Dynasty Warriors, which I believe is Chinese inspired. I might be wrong. I definitely think it's Chinese inspired, where you play as Chinese warriors, you go around and you're one guy against like hundreds of people and you go and beat them up. If you played one of those, you played Hyrule Warriors. If you played Hyrule Warriors, you played Dynasty Warriors, vice versa. So, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is a prequel to Breath of the Wild, in which you get to see Ganon, how he takes over Hyrule and defeats the 5 heroes or guards or whatever they're called, the Hyrule Warriors essentially. And it's a prequel. You get to play as Link, you get to play as Zelda, you get to play as the other ones that you meet in Breath of the Wild. And you know they're all gonna die, so you just get to see how they die. While it's you versus...
You're giving spoilers away.
That's not spoilers, that's a prequel game. You already know what happens if you play Breath of the Wild.
Haven't yet to play it yet, though.
But you should know this by now, because it's in the trailer.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so... yeah, not much to it. It's a new Zelda game, and it's coming out, and it was a surprise announcement out of nowhere. I gotta see exactly when it's coming out. I'm not 100% sure, so that's gonna be fun. I'm sure at the end of the trailer, probably, yep, November 20th, 2020. I should have just skipped to the end of that. So, there we go. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, November 20th, 2020. It's probably going to be $60 because why not?
I mean, all new games are normally $60.
Oh man, I've been jamming on some good $40 games recently. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. That's been my week or so recently.
Yeah, I noticed when Norg was there, you were on there quite a bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Norg for visiting this past week. That's why we couldn't get this done the day after and this news is obsolete. I had fun though. Even before he was here, the week before that, I've been binging it. I got 6 skater challenges left to unlock Jack Black, so then I gotta collect alien plushes to unlock an alien and shit.
VR. Everyone enjoys VR, right?
Oh, yes.
How would you feel about playing Minecraft VR?
I always wanted to play Minecraft in VR, if I'm honest with you.
You're going to have a possibility to do that if you own a PlayStation, because Microsoft is adding PlayStation VR support for Minecraft.
PlayStation VR support for Minecraft. Woo!
Now, there's going to be 2 modes, living room mode and immersive mode. There's not really any information on what the modes are, but there is speculation that the living room mode will be more like the base game, just in VR. And then there's going to be a immersive mode where what people are saying is it's going to remove the HUD and toolbar, meaning you're more immersed into the game.
I'd probably do immerse mode. just so I didn't have a HUD and I could just go do things and feel like I'm in the world, yeah.
But how are you going to know if you're hungry or
I mean, they're game designers. I'm sure they'll figure something out. Like, I'm sure your character's tummy will go in your ears and you'll hear the, like, stomach growl. You'll be like, oh, I'm hungry, so...
I mean, a lot of games do that.
You can just, like, go through your backpack and go through items until you find food. And you go, oh, okay, and then you eat the food.
Now, what if the immersive mode was really immersive? Where, like, yes, you have a backpack. So you have to use the little wands to open up your backpack.
Well, games already do that.
I know, because you can, like, pull out a gun or...
Yeah. I'm okay with reaching in my backpack and digging for stuff.
But what if they also release a backpack you actually have to use in person?
You mean a physical backpack?
That would be really immersive.
It would be, but it'd be dumb, because I'm not spending money on that. A USB fake digital backpack that you'd have to strap on, and yeah, that'd be cumbersome and nobody would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want an Omni VR treadmill, so that'd be nice. They have just like run in place and you're running in game, shit like that. I like immersive stuff like that, but a backpack just seems like a little bit too much.
What's your thoughts on PlayStation VR and Minecraft?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Sony because I've had bad experiences with my account getting broken into and all my money stolen from my bank. So, yeah, don't have that system anymore. The PSVR isn't bad. It's not perfect because I had one for a long time, and I think the tracker balls are really obsolete. The little light up balls, because they like to spaz out a lot. Yeah. So the helmet works fine, for the most part. The tracker hands, though, do not work very well. And yeah, it's a gamble. It's like, it seems like 50% of the time is when they decided they wanted it to work or not on me. And I played VR games. I own quite a few VR games on my Sony account that I no longer use. It's not bad, and I would definitely play Minecraft in VR if I could.
I mean, it seems fun.
I mean,
seems like it would be something fun to do.
I watched Swagger Souls play it, and that was hilarious. So he's done some stuff. If you don't know Swagger Souls, I recommend you go check him out. He's pretty hilarious. He streams a lot of VR stuff. Does a lot of VR YouTube videos, and he's played Minecraft VR, which I didn't even know it was VR until I seen his video, and I seen it on Facebook, and that's how I found him.
But like, how does he wear a VR mask? He has that helmet on all the time. Like, does he just strap it on and hope he can see it through the eye holes?
I would imagine that he puts on his knight's helmet and then he puts on the VR headset. Yes, that's what I want to imagine.
What if the knight's helmet was the VR headset?
That would be amazing if there was a VR knight's helmet.
Not just VR, but AR as well. You can have a real life HUD.
Oh, I really want those AR goggles that Microsoft's been selling the past few years.
So anyone who's interested in playing Minecraft VR can expect the update to launch sometime in late September. So it's only a few weeks away. Honestly, it could have... What month is it right now?
It is September.
It may have already launched since this is obsolete data. So check it out.
We're about mid-September, so you never know. If it's late, then it could be within the next 2 weeks.
Now, the next topic we have is one that is truly exquisite.
It is truly exquisite.
Truly exquisite, sponsor us, please.
We have nothing left to live for if you don't sponsor us, Truly Exquisite.
So, have you ever thought about buying another PlayStation? Maybe a PlayStation 5?
No, but in this case, yes.
Now, you ruined the bit already. Let's start over. Just say, no, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Well, you might after hearing this, because let me tell you this. There's a company called Truly Exquisite that is offering people 24K gold PlayStation 5s.
24 karat gold PlayStation 5s.
But not just gold. You can also get it in rose gold and platinum. 24 karat gold PlayStation 5 pre-orders going on right now through a company called Truly Exquisite. Thoughts?
How much is this 24 karat gold PlayStation 5 going to cost me, Grumble?
Well, are you in the United States or are you in other places?
I am in the United States.
Well, for you demo, it'll be a $10,000 console right there.
$10,000.
More specifically, $10,400.
$10,400 for a 24 karat gold PlayStation 5. Truly Exquisite, please sponsor us.
Please.
And what all comes with this karat gold PlayStation 5?
You just said it. Just a PlayStation 5.
No games included?
No, it's just gold. Solid gold.
What about controllers?
I actually don't know. Let me open up this thing real quick. It doesn't say that it'll come with a controller. I assume it would, right? It'll probably just be a default controller. Probably not going to be gold or anything. Or maybe that's part of the price. Maybe that's why it's $10,400.
Now, what, the controllers?
Yeah.
Think so?
Probably. Because, I mean, let's see.
What?
Per ounce, it's $1,962 per ounce. So that means that it's just a gold plating.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the insides aren't going to be made of gold.
Well, no, like, what I assume is happening is the outer case is probably metal, and they just gold plate it using science stuff.
I don't know, probably.
So, if you want it, you want to pre-order now. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because only 250 units of each color are going to be sold.
Only 250 units of the truly exquisite 24 karat gold PlayStation 5?
Not just the 24 karat gold, but the rose gold and platinum as well.
A platinum PlayStation 5?
Yeah. Can you imagine? So if you buy this, you're doing it as a flex.
Yeah, 100%.
I just want to say that. You're doing it as a flex because you want to bring your plebeian friends over and be like, hey, you want a game? Yeah? All right, go turn on my 24 karat gold PlayStation 5.
Excuse me?
What? What?
If I had a few $1 million lying around that I wasn't doing jack with, I would buy a 24 karat gold PlayStation 5 for $10,300.
Let's be honest, you would buy multiple, not just one.
Yeah, I need one for my guests to play on in my in my mansion.
Well, no, see, you get the platinum, and then you let your friends play on the 24 karat gold.
Oh yeah, I get the platinum system. You have to play on the shitty gold system.
Like, okay, but let's be honest, that you would buy multiple systems just to flex if you had that kind of money.
Yeah, a less expensive version of the PlayStation 5. A retailer leaked ahead of the event the possible price point. I'm not going to confirm it yet till I see the official news in front of me for the PlayStation 5.
Let me guess, it's much cheaper than $10,400.
It is much cheaper.
I'm gonna say 500.
That would be correct.
Wait, really? Solid 500?
Solid 500 if you're getting a normal PlayStation 5.
But wait a minute, isn't that more expensive than a Xbox?
No, the One X or the Series X is $500 too.
Ah.
But here's where the price differs. The digital version of the PlayStation 5, the all digital one, is $400. Whereas the Xbox Series S is $300.
Now, are you really telling me that a disc drive is literally $100? That's why they're charging $100 less for the all digital?
I don't know, because an all digital Xbox Series S, which doesn't have a disc drive, is $100 less than a PlayStation all digital.
So let's talk about the Xbox Series S.
What about it?
Well, they have some smart rendering going on there.
Yeah, because they finally announced it. It leaked, and yeah, that happened.
So they have smart rendering, which is going to provide better FPS overall. And how that works is it's going to render low light and less visible areas at a much lower resolution.
Yeah, it's pretty much same tactics, it seems, as people have been using since the 90s, except a smarter, improved version of that, of Crash Bandicoot's rendering.
Now, not only are you going to get better FPS usage, you're just going to get better FPS, period.
120.
120.
120.
You're not limited to 60 FPS anymore.
It's all in the developers, though, whether or not they want to optimize it and do all that work, though, to make sure that it runs at 120. Because
if they put that work in anyways to make it run at a higher FPS on PCs, so I'm sure it's just flipping a switch.
Yeah, you would hope it was flipping a switch, but rendering at a higher FPS can cause issues, and yeah, it's more than just flipping a switch. Now, crossplay seems more like flipping a switch. It's just server merging, which isn't hard, or it doesn't seem like it's hard. But yeah.
I don't know much about server merging, but it seems pretty easy.
Yeah, you would think so. It's just like, we'll just put everybody on a server, and that's it.
But then again, they gotta have big enough servers to host everybody.
Yeah, you need mega servers like Elder Scrolls Online that fits like, oh god, a whole country, or a continent at least in it. Yeah, because there's only 2 servers on Elder Scrolls Online. There's a Europe one, and a North or South America one. So you can fit everybody from North and South America on a server if it's a mega server for that region.
So one thing everyone should be happy about with the Xbox Series S and X is they're going to be having ray tracing.
I believe both consoles will have ray tracing.
That's what I just said.
No, I mean PlayStation as well.
Oh.
Yeah, they're both going to have SSDs. They're both going to do ray tracing. PlayStation doesn't have the smart delivery. I don't know about the frame rate. It'll probably have 120 frame rate more than likely.
Probably. Because they're not going to want to be that out of loop with the competition, you know?
Yeah. Either way, they're like super close in specs. Like really super close. I think the only thing that's different is the terabytes between the systems. I think don't quote me on this. I think the PS5 has 4 less teraflops, my bad.
While he's looking that up,
2 less.
Only 2 less, huh?
Yeah.
So the only thing that I dislike about the Series S is that it's gonna have no disc drive.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard seller for a lot of people.
But I mean, at the price of $300 compared to $500 for the Series X, it's going to be the best option for a lot of, low-income households.
Yeah, and it's the fact, though, $300 is buying a Switch. Now, do you want to buy a Switch, or do you want to buy something that actually has power in it? Because the Switch, yeah, you could take it places, but now xCloud has officially been out since yesterday. So now you can play all your games on your phone.
But I mean, a lot of games on Xbox are on PC as well, but
a good bit.
No Nintendo games are on PC. So I could see myself spending the money on a Switch instead of an Xbox because there's games that I want to play that I can't play on Xbox.
Right.
And I can just buy the games on PC for the Xbox games.
Not all of them. A good bit of them.
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, but not Game Pass, but with the smart delivery, if you buy the new system, pretty much all your games transfer over anyway, so to the new systems.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to rebuy anything like you would on PC.
What is your take on everything we talked about?
I mean, I'm just gonna buy an Xbox because, with my past of getting robbed, I'm not gonna buy a Sony system ever again. But in terms of both of them and the graphical fidelity and everything, they're pretty much going to look the same. One's going to look slightly better than the other. That's really about it. Hopefully just everything gets crossplay and people just quit bitching about exclusives and stuff.
I just have one question. Why are we getting a 24 karat gold PlayStation 5, but not a 24 karat gold Xbox Series S?
Because the Sony systems will sell better than the Xbox systems. That's a given fact. So there's a lot more Sony fans than Xbox fans. So there's a bigger customer base there.
But I assume they're all made to order, you know?
That they'll just make them on the spot and ship them out?
Yeah, so like, what's the harm with offering it? Maybe there's some kind of licensing issue?
Who knows?
Because I'm sure they had to go through Sony to get a license to sell PlayStation 5s, right?
Right. Probably.
So maybe they did come to Microsoft, and they're just like, nah, we don't want to do this with you.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell ya. Gods and Monsters changed its name, the new Ubisoft game, and it's no longer called Gods and Monsters because a dispute with Monster Energy.
Do they really have a copyright on the word monster?
They do not, but they were about to take Ubisoft to court for the fact that they had monster in their name, even though it's monsters and it's like the plural version of monster. It was really dumb because Ubisoft came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, we changed the name of our game and it's now called Immortals Phoenix Rising, which sounds really generic and not as cool as Gods and Monsters.
Okay, so Monster doesn't have a trademark or a copyright on the word monster, do they?
I don't believe so. Monster Energy, the words put together, maybe.
So, like, how could they take them to court?
Out of a fear of confusion that people would confuse gods and monsters for Monster the Energy drink.
But it's two different, like...
Yeah, I know. It's really dumb. It's dumb.
One is a video game company and the other is a fucking drink.
Yeah. I mean...
How do you get a drink and a literal thing of code confused?
Bethesda did this with Mojang, the creators of Minecraft, a few years back. Mojang was working on a card game called Scrolls, and Bethesda was like, nah, fam, it has the word scrolls in it. They'll confuse it with Elder Scrolls, and they tried taking them to court.
But they lost, didn't they?
They settled out of court, I guess. The Mojang could call their first game Scrolls, but if they made a sequel, Scrolls would have to be dropped from the title.
See, I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's really dumb. Like, dude, I think they think that their audience or the people they market to are dumb, and they just, go, oh, well, the people that drink our drink aren't smart, and they're gonna confuse Monster, the energy drink, for gods and monsters, being monsters not at the end, not even at the very front. I seen a comment yesterday, and it made me laugh. It says, Monsters Inc. exists. Monster Energy. I feel an attempt on my life.
See, that's just... I don't think they think we're dumb. I don't think they think that's gonna happen. I think they're just greedy and want more money.
That's possible. I mean, that's more of a possibility than them thinking we're dumb.
They could also think we're dumb because we play their game and they make millions off of it.
You mean Monster?
I'm talking about any company.
Yeah.
That takes someone else to court because they have a word in their title.
Yeah. It's a possibility. And
I mean, hell, did you know just singing Happy Birthday could get you slapped with a lawsuit? It's actually
a copywritten song.
But yet millions of people sing it every day on birthdays.
Yeah, because, it's not like the person that owns the rights is going to be knocking on your door out of nowhere. It's really dumb. So for news that isn't super big, but it just kind of happened this past week, Halo 3 ODST on PC finally has a date out of nowhere. Like most of these Halo games on PC just kind of drop the week beforehand. It comes out on September 22nd. Of course, if we're playing Halo on PC, each one is like $10 a piece. So, yeah, they're cheap, but they're fun. It's Halo on PC. ODST.
I mean, Halo's fun either way.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
It's
Halo
one of those classic games that everyone can remember playing as a child and just brings back nostalgia.
Oh yeah. You gotta get back on Halo 3.
I mean, all you gotta do is play. Hey, you want to play some Halo?
Yeah.
So that seems like all the news we have. Of course, all the articles will be put down in the description once this video is out.
I was like, wait, is that all the news? I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah, that's all the news we have.
Wow, and the last time we recorded all this, we, went for 15 minutes longer, but, apparently we saved time this time around.
Because we didn't have all that bullshit, truly exquisite jokes going on.
Oh, yeah. We made a bunch of truly exquisite jokes last time, and they were really good, but now we won't be able to do those because they're not in the moment. They're not as good.
They're not fresh.
They're not as exquisite as truly exquisite. Truly exquisite, please sponsor us.
And this is why it took us 15 minutes longer last time.
Yeah. Oh, next week's gonna be a better episode, I swear.
Yeah, we'll have brand new news.
New news. All right, so I guess this is where we're gonna end our official reboot episode of Hitbox. Woo!
Truly exquisite.
This was a truly exquisite episode of Hitbox.
We're trying.
And this truly, we're trying to drag the time out now. This truly exquisite episode of Hitbox is brought to you by Brutal Business and First Angel Media, and we are also partnered with Humble Bundle, which is going with a deal right now. If you want $300 worth of games for only $12 currently, normally the price would be $20 a month, go check out the link below for the Humble link, which you can sign up and choose up to 12 games for $12. That's over $300 worth of games, and I make a little money off of it if you do that. So, disclaimer there. Check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out Brutal Business. Go check out FirstAngelMedia.com and TeamBrutalBusiness.com. We will see you guys later, and bye-bye.